the Grindtime podcast, and we back another Friday. Grindtime, top of the morning. Good morning, DB. How we doing?
Man, we doing pretty good, man. How you doing, man? Top of the morning, man.
Top of the morning, young brother. Another
You know
day, another dollar, right?
Another day, another dollar. We'll take late night, early mornings.
Late nights, early mornings. Yes, sir. It's grind time. We about to get it. Definitely was a late night, early morning. Bunch of games in the NBA yesterday. I know you checked them out, right?
Oh, man. I tried to catch them all like Pokemon.
Like Pokemon. Sound like you was up late. I can hear it in your voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Working hard, right?
Working hard. Grind time.
Grind time, baby. That's how we do it. Yeah, man. We had a couple of little incidents yesterday in the NBA, pretty much. We had a pretty good game yesterday between the Bulls and the Rockets. The Bulls go down into Houston and they lose the game 117-127 to the Houston Rockets without their star player Sengun. He's out for the season. But the story of that game ended up being Dillion Brooks and Demar Derozan. They got ejected after Demar Derozan looked like he made a flagrant, a foul play on Jalen Green. He kind of broke away from behind a screen and stepped out on him and stepped into him and made him fall. And I believe Jalen Green hurt himself. I didn't get any information on the injury. But ultimately, Brooks came over. You know, he had an issue with what Derozan did. Him and Derozan got into a little scuffle, and both of them got ejected. Did you find out anything on Jalen Green injury? Is he okay, DB?
I didn't find anything on his injury, but I think he's okay. I don't think it was too much that was done that could really hurt him. Literally like that, probably just a little pain inflicted. You know what I mean? If so and then maybe he probably sold it a little bit more. You know, with the contact, he probably sold it a little bit more, knowing that all the eyes and lights was on him. So, but I think he's gonna be pretty good, though. I think he's good.
Okay. Yeah, man. What you think about Brooks coming over to defend his teammate? I don't know. I didn't take an issue with that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too. I think you know what I'm saying, especially as him being that older grit on the team, you know, the enforcer. That was his job that he was supposed to do. He almost like Draymond, like Draymond is for the Golden State. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of used to do that in Memphis too.
Yeah. Probably he did do it in Memphis, but I think he did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And Dillion Brooks, man, he's already a troll, man. He's already that guy, man, that wants to play the mental game. And get in your head, throw you off your game, get you ejected from the game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially a good player like DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan don't get ejected from the game, he might help them come back. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? He one of them. So, he did. He pieced it up like he's supposed to, and and the Rockets still took home the W. So, you know what I mean? Me personally, they was down when it happened. The Bulls was down when it happened. Chicago was down when it happened, and Jalen had the ball, and obviously, he was giving them buckets. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, so you feel like DeMar DeRozan committed a dirty play on that one?
Yeah, that's I feel like that's what it was. He was giving them buckets, and he had some frustration in him. He kind of took it the wrong way. You know what I mean? He kind of showed it. So I think that's what pretty much happened in that. And he showed it, and Jalen Green.
Right.
So, but like I said, they still came out with the W. Green, Jalen Green, he had 14 points. He shot 50% from the three. He shot 6 threes, but he made 3 of them. He had 7 rebounds. He played for 27 minutes.
Before he got hurt and went out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and then pretty much, Dillon Brooks had 23 points. Like Dillon Brooks was showing his.
So he had a pretty good game too.
Yeah, he did. He was showing his oats. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what I'm saying. Then, Dillon Brooks had to be cooking or whatever. And you know how he control. He can get in your mind if you let him. You know what I mean?
So all he needed was an excuse, and DeMar DeRozan popping out on that screen, making Jalen Green roll on the ground like that. Yeah, you get him trolling. He in your face. Getting ejected, but he get one of the better players on your team ejected too. So it's kind of an even thing, right?
Yeah, it's an even thing, and it seemed like he comfortable over it. Yeah, and it's an even thing. He seemed like he more comfortable over there with the Rockets. You know what I mean? Like his points is being averaged better because he got the ball. He got the ball more. Like he was saying over in Memphis, "Hey, give me the ball. I can do this too, man. Let me get the ball. I can do this too." And they didn't want to give him the ball. They kind of want him to be the defense where like they kick in how he kicked in because they already had their stars.
Right.
And they already chose who they chose over there.
Right.
But he shot 50% from the 3-point also. Yeah, he shot 6 of them. And he made 3 of them. You know what I mean? And this was at 25 minutes. He didn't even play the whole game. So we only
because
imagine
of the ejection.
Yeah, we only imagine what he would have did if he didn't get kicked out. And excuse me, because I got the stat line mixed up with Jalen Green from so Jalen Green had 26 points. My apologies. And he was shooting the ball. He was shooting it a little recklessly though. He shot 4 from 12 from the 3-point line. So
26, 3 and 4.
But
Dillion Brooks had 23, 1 and 2. Yeah, they both had a good game. It actually says Jalen Green played 40 minutes. Yeah, Dillion Brooks played 25 minutes. So I guess Jalen Green returned. I guess he didn't leave the game based on that little injury.
Right. Yeah. So that's what we have with that. And then the DeRozan, before he got kicked out, he had 16 points. He didn't make a 3. You know what I mean? He had 2 assists, 2 rebounds. And he was 4 for 15 from the field goal. So he was 4 for 15 from the field goal in his 24 minutes. So so I guess that right there, shots not dropping. I'm frustrated. I got Dillon Brooks in my ear. Oh man,
got this troll on me.
And he balling, and he got more points than me. I gotta hear all this right now.
Oh yeah, but don't get me wrong. The Bulls ended up only losing the game by 10. So if DeMar doesn't get so emotional, who's to say he only played 24 minutes? He was missing for pretty much half of the game. He don't make this emotional decision, they probably are able to come back and win it in the end.
I mean, maybe, but you gotta understand. Dillon Brooks was balling too, though. He had 23 points, and they had the same type of time.
That's true.
They was in for the same amount of time. You know what I mean? And he was shooting 3 better. He was 3 from 6 from the 3-point line. You know what I mean? So I know DeRozan. I know he to be clutch. But in this case, I think that it was just getting away from him. He couldn't control it. He
couldn't control his emotions.
And he couldn't keep Dillon Brooks from living rent free in his brain, and it went over the top. You know what I mean? So that's what I got from that game.
Well, it happens, man. I would have done the same thing, dude. Roll over on my teammates. You don't have to be Dillon Brooks to want to go over and defend a young player on your team who you feel like an older player did something dirty to him. Could have hurt him. So I don't blame Dillon Brooks for going over there and doing it. It's just unfortunate that it cost one of the better players on the Bulls to be ejected and pretty much removed their chances of winning that game.
Yeah, and if you ask me, I think Dillon Brooks did a good job of protecting, like I said, his teammate, and also get into his head. Even if he took even if he did take the bait and they both got ejected out the game, mission accomplished. We still won.
Right. So and you got one of the better players sent to the locker room who pretty much squanders the chances of the other team coming back. So yeah, I agree. Smart move on Dillon Brooks. I don't think he's been in too much trouble this year, so I don't think it'll cost him like anything going into the playoffs. Besides, they're not in the playoffs anyway. They still do got a small chance, but I doubt they make it. But the Chicago Bulls are in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Once again, the Bulls lose the game 117-127 to the Rockets. Also last night, we had another slate of games. We had 6 more games last night. We also had the Nets go to Milwaukee to face the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Nets actually lose that game 108-115. It was actually a lot closer than what I thought it would be last night. The Bucks pulled it out against Mikal Bridges last night, though. What do you think about that game, DB? How do you think Giannis and Dame performed together finally?
That game, personally, I wasn't. They pretty much they did what they did. Dame went off. He had his 30. You know what I mean? I think Giannis had 21. I think
21, 5, and 9.
With Dame having the ball like he's supposed to, like he should. I think it makes a big difference. And understanding that, hey, we got to get this rotation, the ball going. And I think them games that he set out, or whatever injury that he had, getting himself back together, they got a chance to see. And not only that, the coach got a chance to see it also. And kind of, I don't know, because Giannis may have seen it. I don't know if the coach said something to Giannis, or if Giannis seen it.
If I look at this stat line in this game, it looks like Damian Lillard took more shots than Giannis. Do you think that they could play together on the floor as long as Giannis is relinquishing the offense to Damian Lillard?
Yeah, I do. That's the most biggest and most important part is that he relinquished the ball to him. That he gotta give him the ball.
So Dame should be the primary scorer to you.
He gotta be the man with the ball in his hands at all times, because he's the point guard and he's handling the ball. He's the one that has to get the offense rolling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because he has to facilitate. You know what I mean? And that point guard plays. If your point guard don't have the ball to control the game, you know, you're pretty much what that point guard doing. He's supposed to do. The game is pretty much going to be a rough, tough game if you don't lose.
Could be
because the point guard has to keep everybody on their toes. Offensively, he has to be a juggernaut, man. He has to be able to shoot the ball, make his plays, draw the defense, and everything. You know what I mean? So that point guard is real important. You know, and Dame, he shot 50% from the 3-point line. I mean, he shot 50% from the field goal yesterday. He 5 from 11 and he's 5 from 11 from the 3-point line. 12 assists. See, that's what I'm talking about. 12 assists. He's able to move that ball. Yeah. Dame, if he has that ball in his hands, you know what I mean? It just worked more perfectly. You know what I mean? Giannis 9.
So with Dame what it seems like when Giannis got the ball primarily, Dame doesn't get his shots. But when Dame is the primary ball handler, Giannis seems to be able to get his shots. He's not going to get as many as Dame, because I just don't think it's in the nature of Dame, if he got the ball in his hand, to just give it up all the time. He's a scorer, you know what I'm saying? But when Dame's got the ball in his hand and him and Giannis on the court, and Dame has the ball in his hand, most of the time it seems like Giannis can regularly get 20-some points. But when Giannis is the guy bringing that ball up, Dame has nights where he's scoring 11 and 15 points and he just don't look like he in sync with the offense.
Yeah, as he should, you know what I mean? As he should, you know, Dame should. No matter what, Dame should already had him. He should always have the ball in his hands. Giannis is gonna get his, but Dame needs to have the ball to distribute that ball, and he need to get his first, because he needs to get running.
I agree.
No matter how he get going, you know what I mean. But he need to be a threat when he's on the floor, Because if people think because if other players know that Dame's not gonna have the ball and they're not using Dame, or Dame's not gonna be going like that, the NBA worried about Dame, and so pretty much we just keep a body in front of Dame because he's not even gonna have the ball. Let's focus on Giannis.
They just clog up that lane.
Clog up the lane and everything gets shut down. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So with that and then not only that, with Dame and Giannis, see, that's kind of remind me of, it's like a Kobe and Shaq. Because you know what I mean.
Yep.
Because you know you get the ball on the outside and I can fight where I need to fight down below. You know what I mean, at the top of the key. So I mean, you know, under the boards. You know what I mean. So I think they can make it work as long as everybody understand their role and what they have to do to win. So
yeah. And I thought that offense looked pretty good last night with Dame controlling the ball. Yeah, offensive rebounds, 15. The Nets actually had the advantage on rebounds total. They had 49-40. That's probably the only reason that it kind of was a close game, because the Nets didn't shoot as well as the Milwaukee Bucks. They was at 44%, 47 for the Bucks. But it still ended up being a kind of close game at they only won by 7 points. So Milwaukee's gonna have to tighten up on the rebounding end. If you ask me, DB, they got to tighten those rebounds up.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I mean they both shot horribly from the 3-point line. The Bucks shot 39%, and like you say, and the Bucks shot 39. That's horrible. You know what I mean? And like you say,
well, that's horrible today, but 39% didn't used to be a bad 3-point percentage. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It's because they regularly shoot over 45-50% now. Right. Yeah, I know, you're right.
Yeah, 45 teams shoot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know, even with the then they had 10 turnovers. Brooklyn Nets had 14. Like you just gotta tighten up and do better than what you're doing. Like we can't. That's not sustainable. Like you won't win no games being loose with the ball like that. You know what I mean? So, and then Lopez, I'm surprised Lopez. See, this what I mean. Lopez gave you what he gave you tonight against them, but
it's a pretty good game
against the Brooklyn Nets. 17. It was a good game. You know what I mean? But don't go missing like this every night. I mean, you gotta do this. You gotta do this against every team. You know, this or better. You know what I'm saying? You can't. He shot 3 from 5 from the 3-point line. You know what I mean? Like he was shooting, and then look, yeah. So you know, and then we can't forget about AJ Green. Oh my God, AJ Green. He shot 5 from 7. He shot 5 threes out of 7.
See, he had 15 points last night in 14 minutes.
15 points in 14. Oh, he was shooting it. He was shooting that thing. He you know what I mean? He was running. So I mean, if you give, you know, if you can get this type of help and these type of numbers from your players with y'all shooting better, I think they'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah, well, Milwaukee did pull it off last night against the Nets. They won at 115-108. Also, another powerhouse team played last night. Another one of your favorites, the Phoenix Suns, faced off against the Atlanta Hawks. Devin Booker led the Phoenix Suns to a win against the Hawks. 115-128 for the Suns. Suns moved to 41-28, is it? Or no, 29. Hawks dropped to 30-39. How do you think the Suns look last night, DB? You think they ready?
The Suns, it's gonna take a little more than that.
Yeah, I know Bradley Beal didn't play too well last night.
Devin Booker had 30, as he should. As he should tonight. He's tied 6 for he was 6 from 8 from the 3-point line. You know, this what you should look like. This what you should be doing. He was 10-15 from the field goal.
Eric Gordon showed up for him.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so Jokic, boy Aaron Gordon, he showed up. 21
points last night. KD had 19. Bradley Beal had 12. Grayson Allen, 13 points again.
Yeah. So and back to Eric Gordon, he shot 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. You know what I mean? Like he looked like he was comfortable last night shooting the ball. KD, 19 points. He was 2 for 8, 5 for 15. I told you. What I tell you.
Well, the whole thing with the Suns, I think they put it together. I think last night played out how they envisioned the team. Like they'd always have one of them guys scoring like 30, which should carry the other two guys. Somebody will have for 20 or something like that. But, lately they just been having nights where one of them will have single digits, the other two will barely have 20-something points. And it'll be somebody crazy like Grayson Allen that'll be pulling up with another 25 to 30 that'll get them the W. I just don't know if this is sustainable for the Phoenix Suns to win and go far in the Western playoffs.
Yeah, it's not. It's most definitely not. You know what I mean? Not the way. This is against the Atlanta Hawks also.
Right.
You need so. Booker need to give us this against a good team. That's for one. The other guys who scored nice, who shot the ball nice. O'Neal, he was 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. He had 14 points. He shot a 3. He had 5 points. You know what I mean? Like they had a pretty good 3-point shoot percentage last night. Allen had he was 3 for 7. But they need to do that against a team that has something going on. That's really
right. A team that matters.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of hard to judge this against the Hawks.
Exactly. They was just too comfortable. That's what it was. They was just too comfortable. It's the Hawks. And then not only that, you have KD. Let's get back to KD. He 5 for 15 from the field goal. Like they not going nowhere like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So and you just making me. What I'm saying is you just making it look like you just proving me right, man. You just a role player, man. You just a role player. 19 points, 37 minutes.
37 minutes.
37 minutes, and you supposed to be a superstar?
He an older superstar though.
Man, a star is a star, baby. It's still a star still supposed to shine.
Yeah, you right about that. And he ain't shine too bright last night, but Devin Booker did show up. Bradley Beal 12 and 9. Bradley Beal had 9 assists, but they need more scoring from him if they're gonna win against better teams. Like you said, that was the Hawks. So yeah, y'all gonna pull that off on the Hawks. But I don't know when you're going up against the Nuggets or OKC.
Well, yeah, and then Kevin Durant, he showed me today night. What the song say? Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Little star.
I wonder what you are. You hear me? You ain't. I wonder. I know what you is. You a role player, man.
Right.
You a role player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
say not a star at all. You just feel like he's not a star at all.
It's not. It's not, man. He's not, man. I keep my thoughts to myself, man. But yeah, that's that, man.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, it was a good win. The Suns did at least get the win, helped them in their position and stay in that 9 spot. No, I believe they're in the 7th spot in the play-in right now. Phoenix Suns win the game 128-115. Another game, the Sacramento Kings, who in my opinion have been on a roll. I don't know what happened last night, but they lost the game to the worst team in the NBA, the Washington Wizards. Jordan Poole and the Wizards pull it off, 109-102 versus the Kings. 31 points from Kyle Kuzma last night, DB, and the Wizards pull it out. What you think?
Nice. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Kyle, man.
Maybe he trying to get up out of there. Maybe he just maybe he polishing off his resume, DB, right now to see if another team want to maybe move a few pieces for him next year. You can get up out of Washington.
As he should, man. He do that. Or maybe we can talk to maybe he can get the team to tighten up, and they put the Wizards on the map. You know what I mean? They bring the Wizards up and have the Wizards doing something. Maybe he could be the next big name coming up out of there since Jordan. You know what I mean? So, but
well, they had Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. They had a few people after Mike.
He balled.
He balled last night, 31 points, Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, he balled. And I know Kyle can do it. Kyle used to have big games in L.A. when he was with your Lakers, man.
Yeah, and he used to the lights. To me, there's no lights that's not bright. That's not bright enough that's gonna scare him because he played with LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he played with LeBron for one, and he was in L.A. That's a double whammy.
He was in L.A. and his teammate Jordan Poole.
Anyway.
And his teammate Jordan Poole was in Golden State with Steph Curry.
Golden State. It was in Golden State with Steph Curry.
You would think the Wizards would be a better team with two such experienced players. Both of those players have championships. The Wizards' two stars, or what should be their two stars, Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole, have championships. Why do they only have 12 victories?
Sure. Man, sometimes it just take them trying to figure it out. I know that's a lot of taking out, a lot of losing, but you know it's a team effort with a little bit more from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, sometimes you can sometimes you can have that leader potential, but may not know how to lead just yet. You know what I mean? And sometimes you know what I mean. You gotta just find a way to pull it about you, or learn how to get your team going. You know what I mean, and see where everybody belongs and what everybody's supposed to be doing. So maybe that's what it is right now. They just ain't figured it out because they're used to being led. So if they can get that brain to start turning into being the leaders, then maybe they can get something going here. And then next year, if they're still there, the Wizards look much better.
Right. Well, the Wizards did pull it off against my Kings, man. Kings been balling this year. I don't know how they go into Washington and lose a game to the worst team in the NBA, but they did somehow make that happen last night. With and with the stat lines like this, you're gonna lose. Fox scored 25, Monk had 20, Sabonis just 14 and 14 rebounds. 16. But you know what? I guess it really wasn't the Sacramento Kings not scoring. I guess they just gave up too much to Kyle Kuzma. Because the rest of the Wizards really didn't do anything. 17 points, 15 points, and 14 points was the next three scores. But Kyle Kuzma had that 31 and helped them get the win.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, hey, it all added up.
It did.
It all added up, and maybe what happened was they didn't expect nobody to come out there and ball like that. That's probably what I'm thinking. And by the time they noticed it, it was too late.
Yeah, the Kings probably thought they was finna come out there and lay down just because they the worst team in the NBA, like an easy W. Yeah. Didn't turn out to be that way. They are an NBA team.
They are an NBA team. They do play for the NBA. You know what I mean? So, hey, you got to come on with it every night.
No, that's right. Well, yeah, the Kings dropped out. Well, I'm sure they probably won't lose too much sleep over it. They still pretty much locked into their playoff position. So, yeah, another game. The Dallas Mavericks down in Dallas took on the Utah Jazz, who've been taking a licking lately. Anthony Edwards been giving it to him. Now they went down to Dallas and got it from Luka. He nearly clocked a trip dub as the Dallas Mavericks beat the Utah Jazz 113-97. Did you see the game last night with the Mavericks and the Jazz, DB?
Man, I did. I got a chance. Most definitely, I caught. I had made my duties to catch, but I caught. You know what I mean? And it was a good look. It was good. It was nice. They was on the road. They was running and gunning. You asked me.
34 from Luka last night, 24 from Gafford, only 16 was needed from Kyrie, who been on a scoring term. I'm surprised Kyrie was one of the lower scoring games of his season because he's probably been on 25 to 30 points the last 3 or 4 games. Yeah,
and he did catch him with body last night off the oop, coming from the fast break. And Luka coming down the court, so got the ball in transition, coming down, they running, and on a fast break, and Luka turn around and he get one of them old nice oopty doopties, and
Yeah, you know, he just released a new shoe, man. He might sell a few per after that.
He gonna sell a few per. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got when he balling like that, everybody got a fan. Mm-hmm. Everybody got somebody who want to be you. Right. You know, want to support you or be with the squad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, these Lucas. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, you know, everybody got him. But yeah, man, Kyrie caught the oop, yammed it, you know, dumped it. And it was a good look, man. It was a good look. They was pretty much fired up. You know, shout out to them boys, man. They looking good, man. They've been doing their thing.
Dallas is looking good. And like I said, Gaffer was a big pickup. He had 24 points in 27 minutes last night. Kyrie chipped in with that 16. The Jazz fall to 29 and 41. The Mavericks improved to 4. They basically have the reverse of each other's records. 41 and 29. The Utah Jazz's high score last night was Lauri Markkanen. Coming in second was Colin Sexton.
Yeah, 20. The high is 21, right?
And then 21, 20. I'm looking for Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, he didn't play last night. He's not on there at all. So yeah, that's probably why they didn't. That's probably why they kind of almost got blew out. They didn't have their second. What probably would have been their leading score if Jordan Clarkson was there.
Yeah, probably would have. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would have won still. Maybe not. I don't think they still would have won. All honesty. I think it just made them play a little harder. But if they would have failed to the Utah Jazz,
yeah, that wouldn't be good right now. They got some pretty good momentum going into the playoffs. I think Dallas want to keep that run going. Well, the Mavs take that game last night, 113-97 to Utah. Moving on, the defending champs had to face the New York Knicks last night in Denver. They get the W 113-100. As Michael Porter Jr. dropped 31, the Joker pulled up second, scoring 30. Then you had Jamal Murray scoring 23. I think the defending champs, DB, they rounded into championship form right now. If they could just get two of those players to score in double digits like that every night, I think they beat most teams in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he score like that. I mean, just like when Murray and Jokic is dropping them 30s and back to back. You know what I mean? And then you still got your help from your other teammates around you. That's a pretty crazy team right there. That's pretty. Right. That team looked good, man.
Aaron Gordon, KCP didn't have a great game, but you got KCP. You know who I haven't been hearing the name of lately on the Denver Nuggets? I almost forgot he was there. Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson will put 25, 30 on you.
Yeah, he would. He would.
Yeah.
He would. I remember watching him play against them Lakers, man. And
he was giving the Lakers fits.
They just couldn't miss a shot. I'm like, God, somebody missed something, and that was ugly. But I was hoping they lost this game tonight. I like the Nuggets, but I don't care for them over my Lakers, man. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
Like you know what I mean? Like I don't.
Of course not.
Let's make this clear right now. I don't like no team over my Lakers. Anybody that's the detriment or any type of threat to the Lakers, man, I don't care for you.
Okay.
So let's just make that nice and clear. I'm team LA, team LeBron. We're gonna get that out the way right now. So, yeah, they balled out. Porter, he had 31. He shot 3 from 6 from the 3-point line.
Nice.
Joker, he didn't shoot. He shot 1 3. He didn't make it.
He got a triple double though.
2. Yeah, he got triple double though. Murray, he made 1 shot out of 2 from the 3-point line. Caldwell, he was 2 for 5. They did their thing. They came, they pulled it off. You know what I mean? I was hoping the Knicks won, but they didn't. The Nuggets, they took it. Jalen Brunson, he had 26 points, 9 assists.
The Knicks probably have a better showing if they had Julius Randle, but Julius Randle been out for a little while.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
I
hurting them.
agree. Yeah, so I mean, they really ain't. No one else really came and put up no points for them last night that can kind of really get them the W. But the team kicked in, so
Yeah,
it just
Harkenstein had a dub. Josh Hart can't give you 2 points though. Burks gave you 18. That was unexpected. But you need at least 15 to 20 from Josh Hart, especially if Julius Randle was not in the game. DiVinzio gave you 11 points. He was a pretty good game. McBride had another 11. Yeah, the Knicks fall in that game, though, to the Nuggets. 100 to 113. All right, moving on. We also had another kind of an upset to me last night. We had the Pelicans, the New Orleans Pelicans, go down to Orlando, and they lose that game 106 to 121 to Banchero and the Magic. Although I was surprised to see the Magic's record after I checked that game out. They 42 and 28. So they're one of the better. Yeah, they're one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, man. The Orlando Magic core. But I don't know if you've been watching them. I haven't been watching them. I am aware of the fact that Banchero, he was an all-star, so he's a pretty good player. What do you think their chances are in the East?
Man, you know what? With that record right there, I think they got a chance, man.
I think so too, because the East is wide open to me.
The East is wide open, you know what I mean? And they've been pretty. You know what? They've been pretty quiet coming up.
Quiet.
It's been quiet, you know what I mean? So they've been some solid killers. So that's I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too.
I am.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
But now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be paying attention to Banchero and Suggs and Anthony, because they pulled off a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Banchero had a triple-double. He had 20, 11, and 10 in 33 minutes. And then you had Wagner, 18, 3 and 3, 22, 2 and 1 from Suggs, man. Look, they 3 of their starters had a pretty good ball game last night. And from looking at their record, if they can carry this type of momentum into the playoffs, I give them a pretty good chance in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I agree. I give them a chance. Also, they got a couple juggernauts to get past, but I don't think they'll go too far. If they do, I'd be surprised. But I wouldn't give them finals.
Right. No Eastern Conference finals for these guys.
No, nah. I wouldn't give them that. You know what I mean? But just for them to even have a record like this and be where they're at, man, hey, that's huge, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be a tough out. It looks like from their record, they probably won't go to the Eastern Conference finals. I don't think so either. But they're gonna be a tough out. I'm just saying it ain't gonna be easy to knock them out the playoffs. It don't look like.
Nah, it's not. It's not. They've been obviously over there. They've been running. They just been quietly. Mm-hmm. They just been doing it quietly. You know what I mean? And even right here for the Pelicans, you had he had 20. He was 8 from 15 from the field goal, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 29 minutes. I don't know why he didn't play more minutes than that, but all right.
Yeah. The minutes was kind of low on him and Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram only played 21 minutes and 14, 3 and 4. CJ McCollum, 34. He an older player, 34 minutes, and he got 18, 3 and 3. Yeah, you just need some more scoring from they're gonna need some scoring off of their bench. They starters seem to be doing most of the scoring most nights. And look, Murphy the third came off the bench and gave him 21 points. But they just need some more even scoring spread throughout the bench. And I don't know, man. Looking at the Pelicans record, they don't look like they're gonna be too easy of an out in the playoffs too. They got a better record than 4 teams that came into the season definitely rated over, and they got a better record than the Suns, the Mavericks, the Lakers, and the Warriors.
Man, the Warriors, I don't know how they managed to pull that off. All honesty, obviously they've been winning, but I'm just so surprised because I know we didn't beat the Pelicans, and I'm surprised, man. So obviously they've been doing something that we ain't been doing, which is winning. But we'll see. I don't think they're gonna go nowhere. I think they're gonna get knocked out also, because it's finna get real.
Yeah, it's
finna get real. It's finna go down.
It's finna be 0-0 again. Everybody's 0-0.
That's right. And one thing I know about Lakers, when they in them play-ins and them playoffs, they're a different team. They're a different team. You know what I mean? So I can't wait, man. I can't
How you
wait.
think Zion match up? How you think Zion's Pels will match up against your Lakers?
I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think he'll be able to,
You think AD can hold Zion?
Oh yeah, he gonna hold him. He gonna hold him. He's gonna hold him. He is. For one, Zion, he still got the weight on him. Some little weight, even though he dropped 25 pounds.
Yeah, I was just about to say they said he lost some weight.
Yeah, but he just not. He's still not gonna be able to match up with AD though. AD he's just too lanky. You know what I mean? He's just AD closer to the rim than he is, and AD gonna pretty much still do what he want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little quick preview of the Pels and the Lakers from DB. Once again, the Pels lose their game to the Magic last night, 106-121. All right, and we also had Kings and the Wizards, Knicks, Nuggets, Nets, Bucks. That was pretty much our NBA lineup for last night. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday. Finished up another week. How you feeling, DB?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. Looking
Feeling
forward,
good?
man. Yes,
That's
sir.
what's
Looking
up.
good to this weekend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to these games over the weekend that's coming up. Catch a few games, you know what I mean? And be sitting on ice, but ready and good and hot Monday morning to let it all out.
Because we will be back Monday morning. You could catch the Grindtime podcast Monday through Friday. We'll be here every day, me and DB. And we got a few games tonight, DB. I just wanted to preview them real quick before we got off the air.
Okay.
We have the Celtics going into Detroit tonight. I'm pretty sure I know who you're going to pick in that one.
Oh, yeah. Give me Celtics, man. Give me the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Celtics on that line, too, myself. We also got Shea Gill and the Thunder rolling up to Toronto to play the Raptors.
I'm going to take Shea.
I'm going to take Shea as well. Cavaliers, Timberwolves. The Cavaliers still without their superstar Donovan Mitchell, though. But the Timberwolves are down a few pieces as well. They don't have Rudy Gobert playing tonight still, and Cat's out for the season. Who you got, Cavs, Timberwolves?
I'm going to take the Timberwolves, even though the Cavs got
they've been playing pretty good without Donovan Mitchell, to be honest. Garland been scoring 30 points regularly.
Yeah. Then they still they big down there. What's his name?
Jared Allen. Evan Mobley back.
Yeah. So they got their pieces, but I'm still wrong with the Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant's been on a turn, man. It's hard to pick against him because his confidence level. At any point in that game, he could just take it over. We also got Zion and the Pels. They're going to fly down to Miami to take on Jimmy Buckets and the Heat. Who you got?
Give me the Heat.
Take Miami over the Pelicans? Okay, I feel that. I'll take New Orleans. I think Zion and them might pull it off. We got the Memphis Grizzlies and the San Antonio Spurs.
Memphis Grizzlies and the Antonio Spurs. Give me the Spurs.
Yeah, I think
Wemby.
I'm going to take Wemby in that one as well, man. I think he got something to prove. I know their record sucks. I know they're the Washington Wizards of the West. But I think he wants the NBA to know that he's coming back next year and he's going to be probably coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
We also got the Clippers and the Trail Blazers. James Harden and the Clips and the Blazers. Who you got?
Give me Clippers.
Yeah, I think the Clippers might pull that one off too. We got the Pacers going out there to take on Steph and the Golden State Warriors. Tyrese Halliburton and Steph. Who you got, DB?
You know what? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Golden State.
Golden State. Yeah, Golden State. They need this win, so they may come out playing hard because they barely in the play-in right now. I'm gonna go with Golden State as well. And then last but not least, we got the Sixers, the Embiid-less Sixers taking on your Lakers. I think I know who you gonna go with, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Who you got, DB?
We going to the Lakers, baby.
Going to the Lakers. Hey, I'm going for the Lakers too, DB. Lake show tonight, baby. Bron and AD gonna pull it off. Another week, 10 episodes in. Once again, it's the Grindtime podcast. I'm Baldhead. This is DB. We signing off today, y'all. Peace.
Peace.